Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 arrives on 4K Ultra HD for the first time. In this review, I'm going to compare the Blu-ray from 2009 and compare it to the new Arrow Video 4K. So which version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003 would you like to add to your collection? We're breaking it all down and then answering the question, should you upgrade? All right, guys, when it comes to video quality, the Blu-ray from 2009 looks really sharp. I mean, it looks really good for a Blu-ray from 2009. Very sharp. The color's very gritty. Now, this movie is a very gritty type film, and that horror grit to it, a little bit desaturated looks, darks. There's a lot of dark scenes here in the movie, and it looks great. It looks fantastic. It still holds up. In terms of the color grade, it's not like that saturated that you're gonna get in their skin tones because it look desaturated, but it looks really good and it's handled very well on the Blu-ray. I'm not saying it looks really perfect, but it looks great on the Blu-ray. A lot of scenes with the red when they're killing somebody or you see their brains or something like that. It looks red, all right? It's not super blown out red. Now, when it comes to the 4K, I'm not gonna lie to you. When it comes to the 4K does a great job here. First of all, the color grading in this 4K is phenomenal. Now, you do get Dolby Vision and HDR10 is presented here on it. So you're gonna get a lot of wide color gamuts here. Now, when it comes to the colors, you're gonna see a difference between the Blu-ray and the 4K in terms of everything, whether it's their clothing, their skin tones, their hair tone, meaning their hair color, their skies, certain browns are a little bit more fixed. They did a lot of fixing here on the 4K and they did a great job, and that's due to the Dolby Vision and HDR10. So again, it is superior from the Blu-ray, but again, the Blu-ray does a great job handling these colors too, especially in the dark scenes. They kind of look eerie, like they look kind of the same in certain shots, whether it's the Blu-ray or 4K. There's some scenes they totally look the same, but you'll see it more deeper blacks in the 4K because of the HDR10 and Dolby Vision, whereas the 4K doesn't have that. It's just native 4K, but they both look fantastic. The aspect ratio from the 4K is the original aspect ratio, where the Blu-ray was not the original aspect ratio of the film. So that is clearly the difference here when you see between the two. But in terms of the color grading, you do notice them. 4K is, again, color correction so that you could see that. But other than that, in terms of sharpness and everything, both across the board, they look great. It really is going to come down to you guys and what do you like in terms of the color grading. If you prefer the Blu-ray, do you want the original aspect ratio with the newest color grading schemes and Dolby Vision? Then that all comes down to you. But let's check out the comparisons of the Blu-ray from 2009 versus the new Arrow Video 2024, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003. Enjoy. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the comparisons of the Blu-ray to the 4K. Let me know in the comments below which version you think looks best. Is it the 4K or the Blu-ray? Leave a comment down below, but let's get right into audio quality. All right, guys, so when it comes to audio quality, the Blu-ray is rocking DTS HD Mastered Audio 5.1, where the 4K has DTS HD Mastered Audio 7.1 and 5.1. So when it comes to the audio department, they gave you a brand new mix of the movie, if you want to say. They gave you a 7.1 mix, while the 5.1 kind of, I think it's the same coding of the 5.1 in the 4K. So it's kind of the same, but I think they gave you the 7.1 is the newest format, because that is not on the Blu-ray. So, but other than that, the 4K is where it's at, because you can hear everything. They fixed the dialogue. I remember in the Blu-ray when I was watching it, it was kind of muddled. Like certain scenes, they whispering and stuff. You don't hear it as clear. It's a great sounding Blu-ray. The sound sounds amazing, the chainsaws, the screams, everything, but there's certain dialogues where the actors are doing their thing and they sound like they're whispering, and I hate that stuff. So, but with that said, the 4K fix, it's very clear in the dialogue. The chainsaw sounds amazing from all aspects of your house. I mean, screams are really loud. So in that department, fantastic across the board here, but the 4K just sounds amazing. But let's get right to the menus and special features. All right, guys, the menus and special features for this Blu-ray from 2009 comes with 8 special features. Now, the 4K comes with 10 special features that break into many featurettes, which you're going to see on the side of me. I'm going to break them all down for you guys. But yes, this is everything that comes in the 4K, and it is tons of extra features on this one 4K disc, which I am so happy about. Sometimes you spend money on these 4K and it comes with nothing, just sound, music. I mean, sound in the movie, and that's pretty much it. And then you get a crappy, you know, cover menu or whatever you want to say. But yeah, other than that, you're getting tons of special features here on the 4K. You get some, it carries over from the Blu-ray. So again, it's kind of the same thing coming over to the 4K. You're going to love this. But with that said, let's get right to the final verdict. All right, guys, when it comes to the final verdict, should you upgrade? I gotta say, it really comes down to you. The Blu-ray looks fantastic still. It looks great, but the 4K takes it a little bit further with the color grading. The aspect ratio is the original aspect ratio, so you're getting everything brand new here on the 4K. So with that said, it really comes down to you, whether it's the Blu-ray or the 4K. You're not going to be disappointed, but the 4K is where it's at. For those of you horror fans out there, there you guys have it. What do you think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003 on 4K? Which version would you like to add to your collection? Leave a comment down below. And remember to like, share, subscribe for all things Geeks and Flix. Be awesome to each other and keep collecting.